I'd say that being a good main villain is actually a decently difficult task because to be a good main villain, you gotta have a lot of different bases covered. First and foremost, what the hell? First and foremost, you're gonna need strength. If you're not like at least top 3 to 5 strongest in your verse, just go ahead and put the villain down, bro, because it's not for you. Honestly, I feel like if you're not top 5 in your verse, niggas aren't even gonna take you serious to the point where you can be a main villain in the first place, bro. Like if people don't see you as a genuine threat to the world as they know it, your days of felony are cooked, bro. Just go get a day job or something at that point. Like, I heard Arby's is hiring niggas to pretend like they eat there. The second most important thing that you're gonna need for your main villain career to be successful is smarts. Now, some might argue that smarts is actually more important than strength when it comes to villainy, and although I can see the merit in that argument, I think it really varies on a verse by verse basis. The main reason I put strength on top of smarts for the sake of this video though is because of the fact that I've noticed that in most verses, at least anime verses, the effectiveness of smart niggas starts to dwindle as the strong niggas start hitting harder and harder. Like bro, in most verses it usually reaches a certain point where like, it doesn't matter how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how many IQ points you got floating around in your dome, it's gonna reach a point where no amount of brain meat can really save you from the ass whooping you're gonna catch from a nigga who can eviscerate a mountain with a well-placed haymaker. Unless of course you're like the Batman or something, but honestly like that's like a whole nother thing. I bring this whole spiel up about villains and intelligence though because today we're going to talk about Geto. In pursuing the Shibuya incident, the boy Geto basically placed himself into the ultimate brains versus brawn deathmatch against that lame man Gojo. And as the show continues to piece together Geto's plan before our very eyes, I actually find myself being rather impressed by the level of big brain that Geto has been displaying. Like, I want to talk about the Shibuya plan, which I will henceforth be referring to as Geto's Gambit, but before we get into that, I want to talk to you all about the sponsor of today's video, Zen Market. Zen Market is the go-to website when it comes to buying Japanese goods. It allows you to purchase products from over 10,000 different websites, including Amazon, Rakuten, Yahoo Auctions, and more. Zen Market is cool because when you buy on Zen Market, you're actually buying products straight from Japan. This means that by using Zen Market, you'll have access to early releases on merch as well as items that are being sold exclusively in Japan. Right now, Zen Market is in the midst of their Mercari cashback sale. During this sale, you can get 10% cash back on any items you purchase from Mercari from now through September 27th. All you have to do to take advantage of this great deal is create a free Zen Market account. And if you do so using the promo code TeddySlump, you can get 740 Zen points, which essentially means like 740 yen off your next purchase. So, I don't know, all you Blue Lockians can like go to the Blue Lock section and shop up on all the Blue Lock merch that you can get your hands on. Yo, Blue Lock on your draws is crazy. Say I won't cop the Blue Lock draws for myself right now, bruh. Thanks again to Zen Market for sponsoring this video. And now back to the video. Now, before we can get into talking about Geto's Gambit, I have a couple of things from the former half of the episode that I want to go over because, like the rest of the Shibuya episode so far, this episode was basically split into 2 distinct halves, both of which kind of have like their own separate thing going on as far as the narrative was concerned. The first thing I need to get out of the way is Mei. A couple videos ago, let's just say I spoke very highly about Mei in regards to how I feel about her. Yeah, okay, about that. I would like to take this time to come on record and officially void any positive remarks that I may have made about Mei in the past while I was still ignorant about her true nature. Look, bro, I can forgive anime characters for a lot of bullshit, bro, especially if they're fine. Stealing, killing, shit, mass murder, I can work with that, bro. I can fix her. One thing I can't with though, no matter how bad a character might be, is that weird ass sibling complex shit, dog. Like, that shit will deadass ruin my whole entire outlook on the character, bro. Mei shit is extra weird though, because when you really look at it, bro, her shit doesn't even seem like a normal sibling complex, if that makes any sense. I don't think them shits can ever be normal, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but her whole relationship with her brother basically just seems like she's finessing this little to do free, unpaid child labor under the guise of love. Like, she has little bro out here talking about he got a work relationship with his sister. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually sad as hell, bro. Like, she probably got this little nigga's behavioral development all types of up, bro. Like, free young wee wee, bro. Oh hell no, that sounded crazy, bro. Hold on. During the first half of the episode, Yuji and Mei split up so that while Mei is taking on an army of transfigured humans, Yuji is getting in the mix with this one singular grade 1 cursed spirit that basically takes the form of like a giant roach or some shit. Now Yuji, I'm not gonna lie, he basically gave this big ass insect the business, bro. Like, bro, the moment I seen Yuji buck up on this fat ass vermin like he was about to take his lunch money, I knew right then and there that it was a wrap and a half, bro. Because one thing about Yuji is that Yuji is not out here playing with these villains, bro. That Yuji gets to work, bro. He had old cockroach's gut spread across the floor like he got hit with a big ass bottle of cursed raid. Like, honestly, bro, I feel like this fight existed for the sole purpose of establishing that Yuji was like that now. And I feel like Cockroach Man was simply a fodder villain in that regard because old Rochi was simply a means to an end, bro. I mean, even Mei was surprised by the fact that Yuji got Cockroach Man up out of there so quickly. And honestly, I don't blame her, bro. Last I checked, Itadori Yuji was not moving like this back in season 1, bro, but hey, shout out Yuji, I guess. In fact, nah, shout out Nanami, bro, because Nanami's probably the real MVP out here when it comes to being a W mentor for Yuji. Unlike this lame man nigga Gojo, who I'm unfortunately forced to talk about now, due to the fact that his squabble is like the focal point of the latter half of the episode. It's like, no, let me chill out with the Gojo hating for a second, because I really want to put all hating shit aside when I say this next statement, so y'all know I'm not even trying to troll right now. I really, truly believe no bias shit, no hating shit, no trolling shit. I really believe that Gojo is facing to take an L right now. In fact, I'd argue that it's literally impossible for him not to take an L in this fight, simply due to the fact that Geto has played his cards almost flawlessly when it came to setting up this nigga Gojo for failure. Geto has effectively big brain backed this nigga Gojo into a corner. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's tough. You see, what Geto has done is essentially lock this nigga Gojo into a double bind. Gojo is now in a position where he has two choices that he can make, and both of them involve him taking an L. Gojo can either A, go all out and end up hurting innocent civilians as collateral damage, or B, not go all out and end up hurting innocent civilians because he's unable to protect them effectively. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that is a huge brain play from Geto right now, bro. Like, Geto is really a chess player, and that lame man nigga Gojo was simply not ready for this level of brain play. What Geto is essentially doing is exploiting the fact that Gojo's strength and his morality are directly at odds. Gojo has the strength to cook everybody in that entire station right now, no doubt about it, cursed spirits included. What he doesn't have, though, is the precision to target the cursed spirits without targeting civilians as well, which, I don't know, me personally, that sounds like a skill issue to me. But anyway, Gojo's personal morality won't let him win this fight, but it also won't let him lose this fight. And so now the Gojo has to decide which is the lesser of two L's. All the while, time is ticking because innocent civilians are getting their domes ripped clean off their neck as all of this is going on. Now, bro, this right here, this is the type of writing I can get behind, bro. Shout out Gege, shout out Geto, shout out Miguel, shout out Toji, shout out me, shout out all of Gojo Haters Incorporated. It took a team effort for us to reach this point, but I think we might finally be getting that lame man nigga Gojo up out of here, bro. It's been a long time coming. On an unrelated note though, something about Geto and the curses, like playing around at that little park, blowing bubbles and shit, made me feel so deeply uncomfortable inside my soul, bro. Like, for starters, grown-ass man playing on the jungle gym is already crazy, but the added context of just knowing the type of bullshit that Geto be on, hell nah, bro. I can't rock with that. Like, genuine question, bro, okay, before we get out of here. If Suguru Geto pulls up at the park and smacks your son, damn, I hit this shit out myself. If Suguru Geto pulls up at the park and smacks your son, right? Smacks him dead in the face. Hypothetically, are you gonna check him? Nah, but look, listen, I feel like that's a genuine question though. Because do you protect your son in the moment and then die 5 seconds later when Geto drops a cursed hippopotamus on your ass? Or do you just let it slide in the moment, you know, take that L, and then deal with the repercussions later? Me personally, I'm taking that L and going right to enroll my son in Jujutsu elementary school, bruh. Bro can train himself up to become a Jujutsu sorcerer, and then we can talk about getting a get back, bruh. But for the time being, my fault, little Timmy, you're just gonna have to tank that one for the one time, bro. You know? Let's go get you some ice cream or something though. Maybe that'll, like, you feel me, cheer you up, get you back in good spirits. But yeah, Geto got that, bruh. Geto got that.